Got your back against the wall, no, you know you never had a chance. Should've known better, now you better make other plans. There's no going back, gotta let you know in advance. This is Game Squad.
Hey, how's it going, YouTube? This is Joe Grizz from the Team Avalanche channel, and today I'm here with my boy Nick, and he's gonna profile his Omega deck for us. Destiny Zombies with Omega deck.
These zombies.
These zombies. Why do you love this deck, bro?
These zombies. This is broken. After turn 0, you don't need a hand anymore. If you go first, you put up an Omega, and legit the rest of your hand is completely irrelevant because you're working out of your graveyard for the rest of the game.
Deadass. I seen it. It's broken. And after this video goes up, you'll see I have some matches already from like last week. So
yeah,
here we go.
It's too easy.
We'll get into it really quick. So okay, explain a little bit of this deck.
So this is the 1-card Omega. There's a Sage. Sage is a lone flyer for the deck, and when it's banished, you special summon a banished anyway. But basically, lone fire usually for these unit zombies.
And this is Shunui what? Solitaire?
Yeah, solitaire.
Solitaire. 3 solitaire. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's small glare, that's why.
This is usually what you summon. This special summons any level 0 defense zombie tuner from your deck. So there's only like 3 targets of the game. There's this Shirinui Spectral Sword and some Ghost Boat zombie card that's irrelevant. But yeah, this is your Foolish. You send Mizuki with this, or you send Plague Spreader or whatever you're missing for your combos. So the reason why you play 2 instead of 3, a lot of people are going to say I'm wrong for running 2. But you don't want to ever really draw this. You always want to get through it through Sage, or through Solitaire. Sage is the OCG name. You always want to get through it through Solitaire. And after you see the first one, the second one's completely irrelevant. And it's relevant, it's level 3, so if you instant fusion with Norden, it's just a free Black Rose. Then you play the 3 Mizuki.
Mizuki.
Yep. Plays for days. If you don't banish 3 every game, you're doing something wrong.
Excellent.
And you play 2 tuners. This is one of the other targets for Solitaire. Summon this from the deck, and it's a Blackwing Bayou from the graveyard. So you get the play is if these 2 are in your graveyard, you can activate this, target these 2. Then Arm Resolution, you banish them, special summon level 6 zombie synchro from your extra deck, and then Solitaire actually triggers. It's a special summon the tuner back. So if you have a way to recycle your synchro back into your extra deck, you can just keep doing it every turn.
What is it? What's the name?
Spectral Sword.
Spectral Sword.
Yeah.
Combos well with Solitaire.
Yep. That is the combo, and then Plague Spreader is just Plague Spreader. Yeah, and then for the Destiny Hero engines, I start off with a Shadow Mist to do all your searching. So I play Destiny Draw in the deck. So if you have dead Destiny Draws in your hand, you can send this to your graveyard with one of your billion Foolishes you're about to say, and then you search your Malicious to
with the million Foolishes.
Yeah. After Destiny Hero, like literally everything is a Foolish. Then you play 1 Diamond Dude. Just a target. It's just a target to search, and then you play 3 Malicious because Malicious deck is what we're going for. So if you ever play Teledad, it's literally send Malicious to the graveyard, banish Malicious to special summon another from the deck, summon level 2 tuner, summon another Malicious, summon another level 2 tuner, which is basically what Plague Spirit does, or Solitaire. Solitaire can either get you the level 2 tuner or send the Plague to the graveyard, and that's just ways to get it. Then you start off. Then we're going to the Foolishes now with 2 American Knights. Send Shadow Mist, Malicious, or Plague Spreader. Basically the only target you're gonna relevantly send. Then the Summoner Monk, you basically always get Sage.
Stop with the glare. You get covered because of the glare is crazy on it. The light is the light. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
You can see it now. Someone called you couldn't see it, so I kept saying what the name is.
Yeah. With the Summoner Monk, you basically always get Solitaire with it to make the Omega. But if they max you usually just go for the Armageddon Knight, just for the plus.
If you keep the card in your hand, it doesn't glare. That's crazy.
I play 1 Global, because this with Mizuki is a free Nat Beast. Entirely free Nat Beast, because after you synchro, then you could banish the Mizuki to special summon more stuff and keep going off. So it's literally free if you get this in the graveyard. 2 maxis because we can only play 2. Then the 3 allure because we're playing like 99 darks.
99 darks.
3 D-draws because you can search the card you discard.
Yeah, once upon a time when that was Teledad, 3 D-draws and 3 allures, and it was frowned upon. Now it's nothing. Or they think it's nothing.
Definitely the most broken card in the deck is Jewel of the Valiant. What this card says is, once per turn, when exactly one monster is banished from your graveyard, you can send a monster of a different attribute. So whenever you banish your Malicious, you can send a Mizuki. Whenever you banish your Mizuki, you can send a Malicious. So it's literally a foolish every single turn. So this card is what it just keeps the deck rolling, like no matter what. If you get to one of your engines and this card, you immediately have access to the other part of your engine. 2 Twin Twisters because discarding is not a cost. And by not a cost means you don't care about it. 2 Instant Fusions. Instant Fusion and Unizombie is easy double Omega. Foolish because we can only play 1, and we didn't just see 5 more. Burial.
You just didn't just see 5 more.
Yeah.
You're stupid.
Burial because returning Mizukis to the graveyard equals game. If you use more than 3 Mizukis to turn, it's game. Soul Charge.
Facts.
Because we can only play 1, and opening Soul Charge, we should win.
Yeah, that game, that won me the game, hands down.
I only play 1 Pot of Desires because the only real reason why I play it is because with Destiny Hero Diamond Dude, I can top deck it with Blake Spreader, normal summon the Diamond Dude, and then hit one of these from the top of the deck. Unless your entire engine is already out of the deck, you usually don't want to just activate it. Unless you have all your Militias out on all your Mizukis out of the deck. You usually don't want to activate. I usually just hold on to this until I cycle through my engine. Rhoda, there's like more than enough targets. And then for 39 card deck.
39 card Upstart, damn. You already played the 1 Upstart to take 39. That's funny.
Bro,
that's funny.
Not breaking is a thing. Got the best token ever. And now, the reason for the deck, I'm only playing 2 Omegas, because once you cycle 2, if you have a third one out, it's basically asking your opponent to OTK you, because that leaves you with no actual defense. Summoning the third Omega is almost like never a good idea because you're going to get OTK'd. Or like you're going to lose that turn if you don't have anything defending you. And in case you noticed, there's 0 trap cards in here, so there's nothing to defend you besides your monsters. We have the Ultimaya combo. Summon Ultimaya, summons Crystalline. The way we summon that is with Coral Dragon. If you summon Coral Dragon, you can synchro with it and Malicious to make the Ultimaya set a card to summon the Crystalline. But there are better ways to summon Crystalline, as in with this. This is what you summon with the Spectral Sword in the graveyard. This says
Archfiend Zombie Skull.
Yeah,
say the names of the cards.
Yeah, Archfiend Zombie Skull. When Spectral Sword summons this from the deck, and then the Sage summons this tuner back. So that gives you everything you need for Crystalline. So the level 6 Synchro monster and a level 2 tuner. So that's another way you can make a Crystalline. Black Rose because we enjoy wiping boards. Moonlight Rose because this is actually really good for floaters. I can't tell you how many times I bounced the Beatrice with this. And you could it just has a lot of versatility against a lot of deck. When it's summoned, you bounce any special summon monster, so it gets around a lot of things. And then whenever your opponent summons, if you're playing against like a fusion deck or a synchro deck, it's usually just auto win. The only downside is that it's a mandatory bounce. You have to bounce the first level 5 or higher special summon. Then I play the Nat Beast with the Glow Bulb. Beals, the Diabolical Dragon, because it's not that diabolical and it always gets Farfed. But if you keep multiple B6 on the board, they usually just Farf for this, and then they attempt to like break sword your Omegas, but then you just chain the Omegas to hit the hand. Yeah. And so it just makes it really hard for Burning Abyss to get over. So because they have to far for this, they can't. If they don't far for this, they can't beat it.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's not even a permanent out. Scarlet, because popping and burning is free. It's really not. This card really isn't that good, except for say summoning it main phase 2. If your opponent like, it's only good if this is like the only card you're summoning. If this is the only card you're summoning, you clear the board and attack, and it's just massive damage. But a lot of times, it's not very good in this meta. I might just take it out because it just doesn't come out. A lot of the big decks are playing a lot of vanillas or anti-destruction. So if you play against like Blue Eyes, they have the card that protects all the dragons. If you're playing against Dark Magicians, it doesn't banish normal monsters. It doesn't destroy normal monsters. So it doesn't do enough this format. So I'll probably cut it. The Northern for the instant fusion. Then for rank 4s, we play Dweller and Castell. I was trying to fit in the Utopia package, but it's just not worth it because with Unizombie, it says only if you send from the deck to the graveyard, it says you can only attack with zombie monsters. So it's not really worth it because that's your only way to make rank 4s really, is with the Unizombies. So that's why I only play these two. And then for the last, it's pretty crazy. I always surprise people with this. That's this card. I don't know what this card is called. I'll say the Sylvan High Protector. Yeah, this is the spicy tech. Because with the Omegas, you basically always summon these over 2 Omegas.
This is the cards. Everyone wants to see it. There it is. Oh, okay.
You basically always summon this over 2 Omegas. And then I usually call. So basically what it does, you call the top card of your deck. If you call it right, you add it to your hand. If you call it wrong, it goes to the graveyard. But the reason why this is broken, well, besides top decking card of Plague, when it's any time something is sent from the deck to the graveyard. So if I say I top deck a card with Plague, and I want that card back, I can get it back with this, and then activate one of my 1,000 Foolish cards, and then trigger if its effect like that.
And when you trigger its effect, what does it do?
I target a monster and shuffle it back. Put it either on the top or the bottom of the deck. Earlier today,
put an extra deck, so same shit.
Yeah. But earlier today, I was playing against Metal Foes, and they got their counter, and I just kept putting counter on the top of their deck, and they just lost because they never got a draw. But the reason why you really make it is to put the Omegas in your graveyard, so you can recycle your Militias. So after you put your Militias in your graveyard with these, it's when you overlay for this, detach to spin. And then you use Omega's effect to shuffle it back into the extra deck to shuffle a card from either player's graveyard back into it. So you can reset your Militias and just reset your entire engine. And then with a Malicious in the deck, making a level 6 Synchro is free. So you literally just put this back in the deck and make it right away. Most of the time I don't even shuffle my deck because I just immediately banish the other Malicious to special summon the one I'm putting back in the deck. And then I just banish Mizuki for Plague or the other Synchro. And that's about it. Yeah, and yes, so some of like the best plays are just opening Jewel of the Valiant and Solitaire, because with any other 3 cards in your hand, so this deck wins if your opponent has no interaction.
I'm putting the light on it. You can't see that card in the back. You gotta lift them, both of them.
This deck wins if your opponent doesn't have any interaction with you. So if they don't have trap cards or Beatrice to far for something, you win, absolutely. But the main play is to summon this. This summons Unizombie from the deck. Then Unizombie targets itself, it goes up a level, and you send Mizuki to the graveyard. Then you activate Jewel of the Valiant after banishing Mizuki to special summon the Solitaire back. And when you do that, you trigger this to send your Malicious. You send your Malicious to the graveyard, and that gives you the next turn. If this stays on the field, which it almost always does, because it's the only card in the background, and they're not worried about trap cards. So usually people side out the back row hate if they even play it at all. But this card is almost always on the field like the entire game, and that's the reason why I win most of the time, honestly. But yeah, so next turn I can banish this. After I make this Omega puts the Mizuki back in the graveyard. So this is my graveyard at the start of my next turn, like no matter what. So basically with this, I activate the Malicious, summon another Malicious, send another Mizuki, and then I can banish the Mizuki, summon this. This summons level 2 tuner, and then I just have 2 free level 8 synchros. I didn't use without using a single card in my hand. So that's why I meant in the beginning of the video, where outside of turn 0, you're not using a card in your hand. So you just saw turn 0, I made 1 synchro. Turn 2, I made 2 more synchros without using a single card in my hand. Which is why this deck is so good. And after that,
that is pretty broken.
Yeah, and after that, you'll have Spectre Sword in the graveyard, so you can make a free Crystal Wing the turn after you make these 2 level 8 synchros for free. And that's about it. That's the brokenness of the deck. Watch the duel videos.
The duels are up, so everybody wants to see the duels. Interested, the duels are up.
The goo. This is the goo.
They're up. It's 2 matches, so you can see them. Yeah.
Right.
Thank you to Nick. So thank you, Nick. Profile. Yes.
No problem.
And make sure you guys check out and do copy this deck.
Don't copy this. This is my deck.
It's his deck.
This is my deck.
It's his baby. This is his the fruit of his loins.
That's a fact though. I worked hard on this deck though. This has been like hundreds of hours testing, drawing test hands, trying to make to get the perfect ratio to not brick consistently. It's just literally the only problem this deck has is if your opponent has a response for something you do. But for your turn 0 normal summon, they Veiler it or something, or if they maxi it, you have to take the maxi challenge turn 0, or you should just lose because. But after turn 0, if turn 0 goes fly, you rock with no problems, you just win. I haven't seen a deck that doesn't stop me turn 0, and I lose.
Broken.
Because I literally I always have 100% access to my entire extra deck at all times.
Broken.
Yep.
One last thing. Stand to look into the camera and smile for me. That's Nick. Alright. Yeah, I gotta go, guys. And thank you again to Nick. Everybody, as always, you have the rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Don't pursue Yu-Gi-Oh! It's worse than crack.
Later, guys. Please stay connected with me by adding me on all my social networks on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Just copy the link into your search bar and add. Thank you.